In today's video, as part of our series on effective communication, we're going to share some key tips on how to speak persuasively and eloquently, mastering the art of public speaking. It is said that powerful public speaking, the kind that truly leaves a mark, doesn't just inform, it transforms. Over 2,000 years ago, Cicero put it beautifully: the art of speaking well lies in teaching, delighting, and moving the audience. Teach with clarity, delight with beauty, and move with emotion. Have you ever stopped to think about what speaking really involves? Presenting our ideas isn't something limited to the professional or business world. It's something we live every day. Every conversation, every interaction, whether it's with our partner, our family, or at work, is an opportunity to influence, to leave our mark. In a world full of debates, discussions, and negotiations, we're constantly surrounded by people who challenge us, listen to us, or judge us. And here's the key: being able to persuade, to convince, to present your ideas in a powerful and effective way. Because when you master the art of persuasion, you can achieve far more than you ever imagined. You get a lot done. The goal of true persuasion isn't just to teach us how to communicate. It's to transform the way we think and connect with others. Leading and persuading isn't just about speaking clearly. It's about mastering self-leadership, projecting authentic presence, and building a genuine connection with others. Most people think persuasion is simply speaking better to convince, but that's a shallow, limited view. True persuasion runs much deeper. It's about empathizing with your audience, leading with heart, and connecting on a human level. It's emotional, it's human, it's the art of influencing without manipulating. To communicate is to influence, and the truth is, we're all influencing all the time. Every time we speak, we're seeking something from the other person, a response, an action, an emotion. But for someone to truly listen and open up to your message, they first need to feel they can trust you. Without trust, uncertainty takes over, and uncertainty breeds fear. Fear that triggers primal responses, to flee, to freeze, or to fight. That's how powerful the connection we create through communication truly is, and how crucial it is to know how to build and manage that trust. Charisma isn't about seduction, it's about genuine connection. It's not about impressing, it's about making an impact. And persuasion happens above all on an emotional level. People take action based on what they feel they can achieve. Authentic persuasion is an act of generosity, understanding the other person, connecting with them, and helping them see what they're capable of achieving with you. Let's illustrate this by recalling the story of Saddam Hussein's capture, which serves as a clear example of how persuasion and human connection can triumph over brute force. In 2003, after Saddam Hussein's capture, the US had just 6 months to extract crucial information without resorting to torture. Saddam had nothing to gain by revealing secrets, so how could they break through his resistance? Enter Georges Pirot, a Syrian-American FBI agent fluent in Arabic. Rather than using brute force, Pirot built a human connection over 6 months, avoiding political talk and instead discussing poetry, fear, and life itself. By the final day, Saddam opened up emotionally, revealing key details. His fear of Iran led to exaggerated weapons claims, and he had no ties to Osama bin Laden. He even admitted to Pirot that he felt a deeper connection with him than anyone else. True persuasion isn't about pressure, it's about creating connection and trust. Emotion is the bridge that connects souls. Often it's not what we say, but how we say it, that truly touches people's hearts. When we're aiming to connect and empathize, we need to convey more than words. We need to convey feeling. To truly reach someone's heart, it's not enough to speak. You must feel the emotion, live it, and let that energy transfer. Now let's move on to some fundamental tools for developing eloquent public speaking. As Cicero said, true oratory that leaves a lasting impact isn't just about informing. The art of speaking well consists in teaching, delighting, and moving. The oratory that makes an impression must teach, delight, and move, the 3 pillars, 3 forces. First and foremost, in the art of oratory, as we also saw in the video dedicated to debate, discussion, and truly any area of communication, one of the most powerful systems is the Aristotelian triad, a concept that has traveled down to us from ancient Greece. It's applicable not only to debate, but to any area of effective communication in life. The Greeks already knew, to persuade you must address the 3 fundamental pillars of persuasion: ethos, pathos, and logos. As we've explored in the video related to debate and discussion, I'll leave the link in the description, ethos is about establishing credibility and trust with your audience. Pathos focuses on connecting emotionally, evoking feelings that resonate with them. Logos is the logical appeal, where clear, reasoned arguments and evidence, data, statistics, etc., convince your audience. Together, these three elements form the foundation of effective persuasion. Secondly, it's not enough to offer something interesting. You have to offer something relevant, something real that connects with their lives and transforms them. Ask yourself, what keeps them up at night? What obstacles do they face every day? What do they long for in silence? When you tailor your message to their true needs, speaking from their world, using their words and emotions, that's when the magic happens. It's not just a product or idea. It's a solution to their pain, a promise that soothes. People don't act on logic alone. They act on emotion, on love, hope, courage, and desire. If you can connect with that, you'll capture their genuine attention. It's crucial to identify pain points and sources of satisfaction. For example, I had this problem, and here's how I solved it. Start by identifying pain points. Throughout your speech, address common problems your audience faces, such as overthinking, procrastination, or lack of productivity. Why should they listen to you? Because I know how to solve those pain points, and my talk is the bridge needed to overcome those obstacles and create real change. Thirdly, ensure that your communication is clear and effective. Always ask yourself, are they understanding you? Do you truly know and understand your audience? Charismatic communication is clear, empathetic, and solution-focused. It's vital to separate the person from the problem, as your message should be an invitation to resolve, not an attack. Remember, your speech isn't about you. It's about them. People are hungry for solutions, for ways to save time, and for the know-how of others. As a leader or coach, your goal is to serve. Let's move on to another key, speaking in the second person singular to any audience or interlocutor. A fundamental key in oratory is addressing your audience in the second person singular. This makes your speech feel personalized and makes each individual feel like you're speaking directly to them. Imagine that you, yes you, are experiencing that situation. When you speak directly to your audience this way, you make each word feel like a personalized solution, ensuring your message not only reaches them, but resonates deeply. Forget about yourself and focus on the reality of those who are listening. Create an immersion, an experience based on the emotions and challenges of your audience. The formula is use the second person, present tense, and verbs that create emotional immersion. Feel, experience, caress, whisper, listen. Take them to imagine that in this moment they can truly feel it. For example, imagine that every day is no longer marked by the need to make difficult financial decisions. Imagine that your options are no longer limited and your dreams are within your reach. Now imagine that suddenly you achieve financial freedom. It's not that money solves everything and gives you instant happiness, but it gives you the freedom to decide what to do at every moment. Blah, blah, blah. The human brain is activated through our sensory organs. Touch, smell, taste, sight, and hearing, allowing us not only to understand reality, but to experience it. Feel the warmth of holding a cup of tea in winter, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, or the scent of perfume on a Friday night before going out. Each of these stimuli creates immediate associations in your mind. You don't just make your audience listen, you make them feel and experience. The smell of your grandmother's stew or the joy of Christmas celebrations are not just words, they are memories that emotionally connect. And everything that comes in threes is perfect. When you speak from this triad, you bring clarity to the mind, beauty to the senses, and emotion to the soul. And that's where transformation happens. Take Obama's iconic line, "Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can." The repetition is common in great memorable speeches because it connects with emotion, generates rhythm, and makes the message easier to remember. It's that hypnotic cadence that captures attention. We see this, for example, in Nelson Mandela's speech upon leaving prison when he proclaimed, "Never, never, and never again," a triple repetition that screams justice, reinforcing with each repetition the unbreakable determination. Let's talk about structure. The introduction is key. It's where the first impression is made. Quickly connect with your audience and invite them to embark on an exciting journey that will transform something within them. Make them feel like part of the experience by asking them to be present and engaged. Let them know they won't regret it. It's your call to adventure, a journey that will take them to discover something new and transformative. In the introduction, the use of hooks is crucial for capturing the audience's attention right from the start. You must hook them in the first second. And here, we have different types of hooks that can transform the energy of your message. First, the emotional hook. Imagine you're talking about something so close and real that everyone in the room can feel it. Have you ever been in that moment of anguish where everything seems to go wrong and you don't know how to move forward? I've personally felt that way many times. What you aim to do with this type of hook is to connect with the other person's emotions. Another great hook is the personal one. Let me share something from my life, something many might not know. Years ago, I made a decision I'm not at all proud of. Well, this hook is perfect for creating empathy. Next, we have the curiosity hook, which always leaves the audience with a question in their mind. Did you know that 3 times as many people die every minute from preventable causes? Wow, that's a way to open with a shocking fact that forces them to think. But we can also take a twist, something that challenges accepted truths. Have you ever wondered if breakfast is really the most important meal of the day? Let me show you why what you think might actually be wrong. These are just some hooks that not only capture attention, but also grab it and hold on to it. From connecting emotionally to opening with an unexpected fact or a question that leaves you thinking, the power is in the beginning. Because the start of your speech can be what makes all the difference, and if you do it right, you won't regret it. Now let's talk about developing your presentation. To structure an impactful speech, follow the rule of 3. 3 key points, each of which can incorporate ethos, pathos, and logos. Each of these points becomes a mini presentation that not only presents facts, but also connects emotionally, establishes your authority, and appeals to the logic of the audience. The key is to integrate these 3 pillars in a way that makes each argument powerful, persuasive, and memorable, guiding the audience through a clear and transformative line of reasoning. If you also include memorable stories, you make your message even more assimilable to the audience, as we discussed in the video dedicated to storytelling. I'll leave a link in the description below. And finally, we arrive at the closing, an emotional moment where your mission is to leave your audience with a clear sense of purpose. Give them tangible reasons to take action, not just to listen, but to apply what they've learned. Invite them to reflect deeply on what they've heard and challenge them to take the first step now. Remember, change doesn't happen tomorrow. The bricks we lay today are the foundation of tomorrow. And if you opened with a powerful hook, then your closing becomes even more impactful when you return to it. By returning to your opening hook, you create a full circle. You don't just end, you complete the message. And you leave your audience with a clear reflection, a meaningful purpose, and a call to action. In a second continuation video, we'll dive into 2 powerful pillars of eloquent speaking. First, we'll explore approaches like guiding your audience through a transformation, taking them from point A, pain or confusion, to point B, clarity or resolution, creating a journey that resonates deeply. And we'll highlight effective rhetorical resources like metaphors, contrast, hyperbole, and onomatopoeia, tools that enhance your speech, making your message more engaging and unforgettable. Please, if you like this content, subscribe, share, and leave a like on this video to support it. And this is today's proposal. Use these resources in your oratory to transform a simple message into a memorable experience. You can not only capture your audience's attention, but also ignite an internal dialogue that drives them to action. In the end, it's all about connecting, creating moments of emotion and reflection, and most importantly, generating real change in those who listen to you. So, how can we truly learn and master these powerful techniques? I propose 3 key strategies, and the first is modeling from Neuro-Linguistic programming, NLP. Modeling is about observing someone who's already exceptional at something, understanding what they do, the know-how, and then adapting those strategies and techniques to fit your own style. And in the NLP series, you'll also find a powerful creative visualization video, a technique that takes modeling even further. I'll guide you through visualizing yourself mastering these techniques, just like elite athletes mentally rehearse their performances to enhance and accelerate their results. And practice continuous improvement and delivery through iterations, taking action while following your plan. Stay grounded but take calculated risks in your quest to overcome your breaks and limitations. For those who struggle more, it's about overcoming barriers bit by bit, expanding our territory. Expanding your comfort zone makes your life richer. The more you add to it, the more fulfilling it becomes, facing challenges and achieving the life we desire and which is within our reach. It's a matter of effort and perseverance. Progress is the key. Learning and training by applying the knowledge we acquire is the key. Just do it. Take a few minutes a day to conquer a barrier, develop a skill. Don't miss the second part of this topic, focused on public speaking. I'll leave the link to the video below in the description. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please kindly leave a like. I'll see you in the next one.